welcome to another edition of Coming Soon. I am Mark, and I'm here to show you just a bunch of Blu-rays that have arrived at my doorstep this week that will not see street release or store release or home release, or let's just say release, for several weeks, if not a month. These, I think, are all October releases, but as always, look at the notes, the YouTube description under this video, and you will see the actual street dates, the releasing companies, synopses, and links to get these on Amazon, usually for a pretty hefty discount if you pre-order. So, haven't really looked at any of these yet, so I'm just going to pull them off the pile as they came out of the envelope, and we will discover them together, shall we? So, first up, we have 4 Bullets for Joe. This is an MVD Classics release. MVD, who is the mothership company. They put out their own stuff, but they also are the distribution company for Arrow and Blue Underground and Synapse and Severin. And if it's a good, cool boutique label, chances are 99% chance that Severin's the one who put it out. The mysterious death of a man who is about to leave a small town in Kansas with his girlfriend sets off a series of unfortunate events that will only end when her brother, the legendary and notorious Frank Dalton, portrayed by Paul Piaget from Hour of Death, exacts a ruthless and bloody revenge. This is a Eurocine release. So this is, if not an Italian Western, perhaps a Spanish or Italian Western. I really don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm a fan of the Euro Westerns. There were the Italian Westerns that everybody knows, but there were also what they call the Lederhosen Westerns, which are the German Westerns, which I've not actually seen any of yet, and I hopefully those will be released by somebody soon. Just fascinating to see what another country far removed from the U.S., how they portray the Old South and the Old West and things like that. So this is not rated MVD visual. This is the MVD Classics banner, sub-banner of MVD. Not rated, and it is region A, B, and C, meaning anywhere in the world you can hear my voice or see my face or try to decipher what the hell it is that I'm saying. This will work in your player. Just pop it in, you're good to go. Stars Fred Canal, Paul Piaget, and Barbara Nelly, directed by Agustin Navarro. It is, as I said, a film I've never heard of. So let's see what it looks like on the inside for those of you who like that sound and the unboxing and unwrapping videos. Nice cover. Looks like an extrapolation of the original poster art and or an old paperback Western novel cover, which is kind of cool. And on the inside, very simple, just sort of a form of that. And that is coming soon from MVD. As again, check the notes under the video. You'll see when and where. The Last Stand, The Last Place for a New Future, a film by Marleen Gorris, coming from Cult Epics. Cult Epics has released, this is the third Marleen Gorris release. They had A Question of Silence, and another one that I just talked about, I just reviewed on my channel. I don't remember the name of it, but very interesting films. Dutch filmmaker, I believe. Back of the box says an adult version of Lore of the Flies. 5 men and 2 women who survive an airplane crash discover that they may be the only survivors of a world disaster. Ooh. The question arises whether the human race can survive, or does mankind destroy itself? Cult Epics presents The Lost Island, The Last Island. Wow, if I could read, you know, I'd be doing better in life. Futuristic drama featuring Paul Freeman from Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's Belloc. Sheila MacLeod, Kenneth Cawley from The Empire Strikes Back, and British stalwart Patricia Hayes from Willow. The third film in a trilogy by Marleen Gorris, produced by Dick Maas and Lorenz Gals. Amsterdam and The Lift. Extras include, this is a new 2K HD transfer from the original 35mm print and restoration. Audio introduction by producer Dick Maas. Audio commentary by film scholar Peter Verstraeten. Behind the scenes of The Last Island. Interview with Politica columnist Anne-Marie Grebel from Cinema 3 in 1990, original theatrical trailer, promotional gallery, and trailers. This is from the Netherlands. This is a 1990 release originally, English language with optional English subtitles, a 2.0 stereo or LPCM 2.0 stereo, DTS HD MA 2.0 stereo, aspect ratio 1:5:1. It is also an all region or all zone disc, zone A, B, and C. So again, anywhere in the world that you throw this disc in, it will just play for you. No muss, no fuss. Open it up, and this is nice. Cult Epics does a nice job. So we have sort of the same image on the cover as on the disc, but we have a clear case and a photo of the cast. That's cool. That was always a British thing I found when I used to do a lot of format conversions for people, UK to US videotape especially too, but videotape or DVD or Blu-ray, the clear case was a big thing where you'd get your liner notes inside the case, or you'd get extra photos or reversible cover. I like it. So also from the MVD Marquee Collection, back to MVD, Vile Written by Eric Beck, directed by Tyler Sheridan. I know nothing of this, so let's just discover together what it says in the back of the box. No pain, no gain. A group of strangers find themselves imprisoned in a house. Unsure of why they are there, or who is behind it. They are soon enlightened by a video advising them there is no way out. But the threshold they must cross in order to escape is one of excruciating pain and, in the face of torture, not everyone is willing to play by the newly created rules, as they are soon ripped apart by infighting, secret alliances, double crosses, and shattering outbursts of violence. With the clock ticking down, the one-for-all mentality devolves. Just how far will each of them go to survive? This almost sounds like a good day. It sounds like a Saw movie, but it also sounds like a good pairing with The Last Island, funny enough. Special features, deleted scenes or standard def, theatrical trailer in HD, reversible artwork. This is, as I said, an MVD Marquee Collection release. It's not rated. Once again, this is an all-zone disc. This will play anywhere in the world. And let's open it up and see what we have inside. So we have a slip case, and what does it do, folks? It slips, and we have the same cover, front and back there. Pop it open. We have the aforementioned reversible cover, so it looks a little something like that. Pop it off. You have a little more gruesomeness, a little more grue on the inside, sorry, than on the outside. So that is Vile. That is, as I said, not rated. How long is this thing? This is 88 minutes. The more the review piles high and the years tick by, the more I appreciate 90 minutes or less. So, from Radiance Films. Radiance is a company, I always say this, Radiance is a company created by someone who used to be part of Arrow, and they're dedicated to releasing foreign independent films that have flown pretty far under the radar for most people. I think I've honestly only heard of maybe one of the films they've released thus far, at least the ones they've released stateside, before Radiance put it out. So this is The Dead Mother. And that's, you can sort of see the cover there. And they have the obi, the Japanese obi strip style thing on here that is an insert that slides right out if you don't want to keep that on there. It obscures the cover a little bit, but it is cool, and it does give it that kind of foreign aspect to it. So what is this film about? Ishmael Kara Elijade, sorry, from Time Crimes. Ooh, Time Crimes was very interesting. Breaks into a house and leaves a woman dead and her daughter traumatized for life. Years later, she sees the girl and, fearful she has recognized him, kidnaps her with plans to extract a ransom from her hospital. A gothic thriller with pitch-black humor that recalls the Coen brothers, The Dead Mother is a forerunner to the Spanish genre explosion and won a host of prestigious international awards. This is, let's talk about the extras. This is a film by Juanma Bajo Uliap, sorry, from 1993. It's 111 minutes in color, as they say in Canada and in England. Spanish language, 2.351 widescreen stereo. Blu-ray limited edition. Special features include a 4K restoration of the film supervised and approved by writer-director, uncompressed stereo 2.0 audio commentary by the director, story of the dead mother, documentary on the making of the film, Victor's Kingdom, 1989, 38 minutes short film by the director, restored in 4K. Still gallery, a trailer, reversible sleeve featuring the original and newly commissioned artwork by Time Tomorrow, limited edition booklet featuring new writing on the film. And these booklets and these Radiance releases are always substantial. I'll show you that in a second. Limited edition soundtrack CD. Oh, wow. This is, once again, the theme of today. This is an all-region or all-zone release. So if you pop in The Dead Mother, which is a strange-sounding sentence, it'll play for you anywhere in the world. So if you like the sound of the crinkling, get ready to enjoy yourself. I could take the wrapper off before I do this, but I don't, because I know some people, they like the experience. So we pop, it's a clear case, sturdy, thick, clear case. We pop it open. Wow, there's a stunning image. That's the booklet. We have the Blu-ray and the soundtrack, and we take out the booklet, and it is, yes, once again, very substantial booklet there. And I will give you the courtesy flip. If you want to go frame by frame, you can read the whole thing for free. And then we look at, we'll take out the discs so we can see what the reversible artwork here looks like. And it's one of these where it's one on top of the other and the one in the back slides out, just in case you wanted to know that. And so you have what looks to be the original poster and then the new artwork there. So that is coming soon. Read below to find out when. And then finally, the world we live in. Heath Holland. If you don't know Heath Holland, Serial at Midnight YouTube channel, podcast, great guy, great content. He repeatedly says we are in a new golden age. We're in a golden age of home video. and it doesn't seem as much like we are because people are not doing physical media as much. A lot of people have jettisoned their collections and their players and they stream everything. But for those of us who are still in the game, it is a great time to be alive. Now, I say that seems weird that I'm saying that in relation to looking at what I'm holding in my hand, but let's just say there was never a time that I thought the films I hold in my hand right now would get any kind of respectful treatment on video. Most would say they don't deserve it. Some would say they don't deserve it. Fans are thrilled that it's getting it. And I just like to live in a world where you can have a brand new 4K boxed set of the Toxic Avenger movies. That's right. New Jersey's finest, the Toxic Avenger, has a 4 or maybe more, let's dive in and find out, a multi-disc set in 4K. The grossest, goofiest, weirdest films ever made, or certainly to ever come out of New Jersey that I'm aware of, now have a 4K release, and this is pretty glorious. So I'll read you the back of the box and we'll just dive into this. And again, I haven't reviewed any of this stuff. I just got this stuff. So keep watching my channel for the reviews. Lloyd Kaufman and Michael Hers present newly restored 4K and Blu-ray editions Toxic Avenger, Toxic Avenger Part 2, the Toxic Avenger Part 3, and Citizen Toxie, the Toxic Avenger 4. Toxorific contents include 4 4K discs, 4 Blu-rays, a collectible Troma postcard, never-before-seen introductions by director Lloyd Kaufman, behind-the-scenes, retro trailers, traumatic features, and more. So I'm going to peel the... because I take care of my stuff, I don't actually take the wrapper off the entire box set. Call me crazy. Call me what you will. Just don't call me late for getting free Blu-ray. So we have the 4 discs here. I'm going to go through these. God help us all. We have the Toxic Avenger. I like that they retain the original poster art for these things. These are the movies that I saw. I rented these. I think I rented the first one. I don't know if I ever followed up on those. Not really a Troma fan personally, but I respect that they do what they do and that they're still doing it and they're still around. The drive-in that I work at, the Mahoning Drive-In Theater in Lehigh, Pennsylvania, for many years has done a Troma event every year, and Lloyd Kaufman comes out, and one of our guys dresses up as, I think, honestly, the best Toxic Avenger you will see in person, unless you're on the set of a Toxic Avenger movie. And so we have a relationship with Lloyd and the Troma folks, and it's just great to see them getting honored like this. So this is TA 4K, Toxic Avenger in 4K. I'm going to read you the back of the box. I'm not going to read you the breakdowns on all these because it's the Toxic Avenger movies. But let's see. This does not break down the extras on the back of the box, so I can't tell you. But it is 1851, 185 widescreen, 1984. It is, these are all region. Cool. So any Troma fans anywhere in the world within the sound of my voice or reading the subtitles, this box set will play for you, which is pretty nice. A lot of times there'll be really, really great sets in other countries, and if you don't have the all-region capability, you're like, well, maybe someday they'll release them here. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. But with something like this that just is all region out of the gate, it's great. Everybody can be satisfied. So no frills really in the packaging, but you get your Blu-ray and your 4K copy, which I love because if you are not in the world of 4K, and I know a lot of people aren't, you can still buy this stuff. And if you ever get a 4K, great, you've got that disc and it'll look even better. But it's the same restorations, and usually it's the same extras on both discs. If anything, sometimes the Blu-rays have a little bit more in the way of extras so that more of the bit rate can be reserved for the 4K quality on the 4K disc. At any rate, it's rare that there's something on the 4K disc that there isn't on the Blu-ray if they put out a package like this. Then we have the Toxic Avenger Part 2. This is from 1989, so 5 years after the first one. This is 185, runtime 102 minutes. It is 4K HD. Once again, it is all region, and then you basically have just 2 variations on the box art there. And I guess you're gonna have to wait for the reviews from me, or again, go on to Amazon, click the link below, and they'll have all the specs for all these discs so you can see what all the extras are. Toxic Avenger Part 3, The Last Temptation of Toxie. This runs, it's once again 185 widescreen, 102 minutes, 1989. So the same year as Toxic Avenger 2, 3 came out, 4K UHD, all region, and you get your, and these are, if you haven't seen the Toxic Avenger films, you owe it to yourself to watch at least one. There you go, there's the disc art on there. And then the last disc we have, I'm gonna reach down because it slipped. Sorry about the not so sneaky yet there. Actually, I accidentally sat on the remote that controls the recording of this and shut myself off. So the last disc in the set is Citizen Toxie, the Toxic Avenger Part 4, and this is one where we have the Toxic Avenger and we have an evil Toxic Avenger, and they battle it out, and we have Toxie and Noxie. So once again, this is 185 widescreen aspect, 2000. So the good amount of time passed between Toxic Avenger 2 and 3 and Toxic Avenger 4. And this is once again in 4K and regular Blu-ray, and it is region A, B, and C, so it'll play anywhere. And you look inside and you get your 2 variations on the cover art there. And then tucked inside the box is a fun little card. This is on one side, it is Lloyd Kaufman and Michael Hertz from long ago in the days of Troma, and then you flip it over and it's the same 2 guys now, which is pretty cool. Michael Hertz is very much in the background. Like, Lloyd Kaufman is the front man, he's the hype man, he's Uncle Lloyd, he's the face of the company. If you didn't know any better, you'd think that he was the only guy who ran the company, but it's 2 guys. Hertz just tends to stay back. So that is coming soon. That's all I have to talk about this time. If you, for some reason, want to see more of me yapping, what do the kids say? Like and subscribe. And I do all kinds of reviews, and I do these coming soon things pretty much as often as I get anything in the mail. If you don't care about what I have to say about movies and videos and all kinds of stuff that I watch all the time that lean into the horror cult classic kind of realm, the coming soon videos are just this. They're me telling you what's coming out, what's coming soon, and letting you get at least first look at the packaging, if not anything else. If you follow the links below, there is a text below this video. There is a description of each release, what the street date is, what the releasing company is, and a link to Amazon to either pre-order it or buy it, or if nothing else, get the full official specs to everything. So I am Mark, and I thank you. I will see you the next time I have anything useful to talk about that is coming soon.